Yeah, tune in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I am coming at you with another live stream. I will be doing a presentation for those who supported the Cash App or the Venmo. You will be seeing that upload later on today. So be on the lookout for those who supported the Cash App for my B Day. And I appreciate those who shouted me out for my B Day in the comment section, behind the scenes, the people that call me to wish me a happy reborn day. I appreciate it. Yes, I've been officially 47 years young since midnight today. So we're going to address this Trump speech going into 2026. Make sure you double tap the like button on your way in. And I just want to let everybody know I appreciate y'all. Once again, I will be doing a tribute to those who supported my Cash App early this morning, yesterday, or if anybody support the Cash App or the Venmo later on or during the week, I will be doing a second tribute on the weekend. And if anybody support after that, a few days later on the following week, I will shout them out, on my live stream or pre-record video, what I'm saying, for supporting later on for my B Day. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the likes, the views, and the support. So we're gonna listen to what Trump has to say. I appreciate that, Mrs. Edwards. Tell Mr. Edwards I say hello. I appreciate that. We're gonna listen to what Trump has to address the nation. And what does this mean for 2026 as we window down in 2025? Let's listen.
Good evening, America. 11 months ago, I inherited a mess, and I'm fixing it. When I took office, inflation was the worst in 48 years, and some would say in the history of our country, which caused prices to be higher than ever before, making life unaffordable for millions and millions of Americans. This happened during a Democrat administration, and it's when we first began hearing the word affordability. Our border was open, and because of this, our country was being invaded by an army of 25 million people, many who came from prisons and jails, mental institutions, and insane asylums.
There's no lie in what he's saying. There's no lie in what he's saying. And that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, y'all, that came through. Let's continue.
They were drug dealers, gang members, and even 11,888 murderers, more than 50% of whom killed more than one person. This is what the Biden administration allowed to happen to our country, and it can never be allowed to happen again. We had men playing in women's sports, transgender for everybody, crime at record levels with law enforcement, and words such as that just absolutely forbidden. We had the worst trade deals ever made, and our country was left.
And that's why it's taking long to see the results because of these different dynamic situations. You get what I'm saying? So he's addressing why it's taking long. Let's continue.
That from all over the world, but they're not laughing anymore. Over the past 11 months, we have brought more positive change to Washington than any administration in American history. There's never been anything like it, and I think most would agree. I was elected in a landslide, winning the popular vote and all 7 swing states and everything else, with a mandate to take on a sick and corrupt system that really just took the wealth from people and crushed the dreams of the American people.
There's no lies in that either. There's no lies in what he's saying. That's true. Because a lot of people had doubt about what to do and what needs to be done. and there was a lot of people upset. There's still people upset for the most part, yet you're starting to see things starting to be more, making more sense of why it's taking long and why, you know, you're going to start seeing more interesting stuff coming to you in 2026. So let's continue.
For the last 4 years, the United States was ruled by politicians who fought only for insiders, illegal aliens, career criminals, corporate lobbyists, prisoners, terrorists, and above all, foreign nations, which took advantage of us at levels never seen before. They flooded your cities and towns with illegal aliens. They decimated your hard-earned savings. They indoctrinated your children with hate for America. Really, I mean, they just
They have taught that in these schools. I don't know how true it is, and they teaching that in these colleges. I don't know how true that is. And so he's explaining what he noticed, and it could be a lot of truth to that because you have a lot of these Ibarazzis who basically want to see this country gone. All right, let's continue.
released a level of violent felons that we had never seen to prey on innocent. They caused war. They caused mayhem. They caused a horrible situation all over the globe. But now you have a president who fights for the law-abiding, hardworking people of our country, the ones who make this nation run, who make this nation work. And after just 1 year, we have achieved more than anyone could have imagined. Starting on day one, I took immediate action to stop the invasion of our southern border. For the past 7 months, 0 illegal aliens have been allowed into our country. I feel
There's a lot of people that's not coming into America like they used to, and they're becoming more stricter. So these people can't come in and do what they want to do because he's not playing these games. And so the border has been silent, very silent. Let's continue.
which everyone said was absolutely impossible. Do you remember when Joe Biden said that he needed Congress to pass legislation to help close the border? He was always blaming Congress and everyone else. As it turned out, we didn't need legislation. We just needed a new president. We inherited the worst border anywhere in the world, and we quickly turned it into the strongest border in the history of our country.
The borders have been not tampered with, and the wall is getting stronger. They building the wall. We don't hear about it as much, and they making it known. And we have it called the Gulf of America. It's no longer called the Gulf of Mexico. It's called the Gulf of America. And so now things are starting to transition back into making sure we good. The people gonna have to do well in their country to want to see an opportunity in America, if that makes sense. So this thing is getting serious, y'all. Let's continue.
In other words, in a few short months, we went from worst to best. We're deporting criminals, restoring safety to our most dangerous cities. Just take a look at Washington, D.C. It's at levels of safety that we've never seen before. And they decimated the bloodthirsty foreign drug cartels.
I'm gonna tell you this. Nino Brown talked about it. There's no money coming in the streets no more. There's no monies in the streets no more. You know what I'm saying? If you're a dude that get money in the streets, you're gonna have to do it the right way now because you can't get no fentanyl. There's subsidized. None of that's coming in America. All that stuff coming from China and multiple South American countries. They can't push their stuff here because now the border, you have the not National Guard. You have the people that rescue people in the water. You have them circling around the borders, the waters, and they can't sneak in like they once did. So a lot of people that's on these high-end substance, a lot of them are going crazy because they're not getting their fix. You know what I'm saying? So they're cleaning up that type of society. Let's continue.
Did that all by ourselves with our people, and we're so proud of it because they were poisoning and destroying our population. Drugs brought in by ocean and by sea are now down 94%. We have broken the grip of sinister woke radicals in our schools, and control over those schools is back now in the hands of our great and loving states where education belongs. After rebuilding the United States military and
And to you teachers out there, you're going to start seeing more money in your pocket. You're going to start seeing more money in your pocket if you're a teacher. You're going to start seeing more money in your pocket 2026. The educational is becoming more, teachers are starting to teach what needs to be taught to the young people. And it depends on state, local, and federal how they operate these situations. I will tell you down here in Florida that the schools have gotten better. Even the ones in the hood that I pass through, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to deliver to people and stuff like that, people, places, and things. And so when I deliver to these places, to these schools and stuff like that, I realized that even the ones in the hood, they are cleaned up. They look very nice and clean. You know what I'm saying? And I was very surprised about that. So they're keeping up. So the money that the people invest into these places are starting to show results. So shout out to the teachers that's going to get more money next year. Let's go.
my first term, and with the addition we are adding right now, we have the most powerful military anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. I've restored American strength, settled 8 wars in 10 months, destroyed the Iran nuclear threat, and ended the war in Gaza, bringing for the first time in 3,000 years peace to the Middle East, and secured the release of the hostages, both living and dead.
You got to remember, the Most High uses anybody, and that is biblically happening. You know what I'm saying? So there's not too many wars going on. The only war that we know of is going on is Russia and Ukraine. And I believe that's going to come to an end next year. They're going to stop fighting and come to an agreement. I would say, I'm going to tell you this. This is the best time for you as a man, as a woman, to get your money together going into next year. And remove yourself from the low vibrational people, places, and things. You have to remove your search engine away from them in order to get to where you got to get to. Because you could be living in your car, living in the street, living in this place for the time being, and you could possibly be at any home, any situation next year if you put your mind to it. All right? Appreciate the fellas and ladies that's tuning in. Make sure you double tap the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel as we continue to hear this great speech from Trump. Let's continue.
Here at home, we're bringing our economy back from the brink of ruin. The last administration and their allies in Congress looted our treasury for trillions of dollars, driving up prices and everything at levels never seen before. I am bringing those high prices down and bringing them down very fast. Let's look at the facts. Under the Biden administration, car prices rose 22% and in many states 30% or more. Gasoline rose 30 to 50%. Hotel rates rose 37%. Airfares rose 31%. Now,
those things are going down. Those things are going down because I've been looking at some prices, and those things are going down. This is if you want to get a new car, I will wait it out until like January or February. You know what I'm saying? Get you a nice new car and put a down payment on it, and make sure you pay your payments on time and get into the career field, or you know, any of these apps, you know, that you can mobilize, move around. You know, if you're a teacher, I also believe a lot of these delivery, like Amazon, DHS, and all of them, they're going to subsidize and give their workers more pay. It's just a matter of who they're going to give it to. It's not going to be to everybody. You know? So let's continue to hear this winning. Let's continue to hear this winning. Let's go.
Under our leadership, they are all coming down and coming down fast. Democrat politicians also sent the cost of groceries soaring, but we are solving that too. The price of a Thanksgiving turkey was down 33% compared to the Biden last year. The price of eggs is down 82% since March, and everything else is falling rapidly. And it's not done yet, but boy, are we making progress. Nobody can believe what's going on. Here are just some of the efforts that we have underway. You will see in your wallets and bank accounts in the new.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying, because you're the one who's uneducated, for one, and for two, depending on what state you're in and your situation, it will be behold for you to look into, do research before you come in my chat. For one, I know what I'm talking about. Things are going to go down. You will be able to afford a new car, and your insurance and your premiums will go down. I know people that's getting new cars. They're not even six figures. They're becoming six figures, and they're getting new cars and insurance and their premiums. They're getting a good deal because these dealerships want to make money. The tariffs are working. It just takes time for them to get people to know that tariffs have saved this country. Y'all don't think it saved this country. Tariffs have saved this country. It did. Because when you're going to see why it was important for tariffs to happen in 2025. So anyway, let's go. I'm not going to, like I said, we're going to snap these people out of here, because we're not going to entertain these Ibarracis. Listen, everybody, let the Ibarracis talk, because whatever you tell these Ibarracis, they don't have a good mind. They're not thinking clearly. They just coming in here being so disrespectful. We're not paying the tariffs. We're not paying the tariffs. What are you talking about? We're not paying the tariffs. What are you talking about? Who told you that? Your Ibarraci lovers? Let's go.
New year. After years of record-setting falling incomes, our policies are boosting take-home pay at a historic pace. Under Biden, real wages plummeted.
No, it's not going to put us in a deep depression. See, y'all think negative. Y'all think negatives. Y'all see, this is the problem with many of you. You think tariffs is going to bring us down. Do you not understand how much money that we was paying other people to give us the stuff we need? So are you okay of people giving you other stuff and you still going through hell? When he said that you don't have to worry about paying taxes for overtime, you don't have to pay for your tips. Gas is down. Food is starting to go down. Dealerships are more lucrative to give you an opportunity to get a vehicle for a first-time buyer. Just Keystone, he just said in the chat that he got a new car. Keystone literally say he got a new car, and he's in the Ibarasi state. Even though Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is a red state, it still got Ibarasi. The point is that he got a new car. Italian Mamba, he got a new vehicle. So I don't know why you folks are mad. And these are working hard men who's trying to become more successful. See, the problem with y'all is that you don't want this country to become successful. You want handouts. You want to snap handouts from these Ibarasis to keep you poorer. See, over here, we don't think poor over here. We don't think poor over here. We think winning over here. If you come in here, you want to continue to be poorer and poorer and poorer, that's on you. You're not going to tell me and my audience that I'm lying. You have a poorer mindset. Let's continue.
By $3,000. Under Trump, the typical factory worker has seen a wage increase of $1,300. For construction workers, it's $1,000.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The red states are the real welfare queens. Then why is it that y'all coming to the red states? Why is it that you're coming to the red states? If the red states is the welfare queen and it's poor, then why are you visiting? Or are you trying to have property in the red states? Demon hypocrite. Y'all love abuse. And you love abuse. You love abuse. And I don't have no issues with the blue states. I come from a blue state. I come from New York City. I just didn't like what they was doing to the people in New York City. The Americans, us Americans in New York City. Come on. Y'all have a poor mindset. And see, this is the reason why we have to talk more positive. We got to let these people know that we don't want to be poor because they choose to be poor. They choose to be poor. They don't want to own up to their decision of how they made bad decisions with their money. And so they want to blame Trump. I don't blame Trump if I made bad decisions with my money. That's on me. That's not on the audience. That's not on the haters that's in my comment section calling me ignorant. That's on me. When is the American people going to admit they're irresponsible of what they do? Snap on out of here. Snap, snap, snap. We got to snap. I got a person on out of here. Got a person on out of here. You packed up. Anyway, let's continue.
$800. For miners, we're bringing back clean, beautiful coal. It's $3,300. And for the first time in years, wages are rising much faster than inflation. Remember that. The wages, just look at it. Wages are going up much faster than inflation. How big is that? Very importantly, there are more people working today than at any time in American history, and 100% of all jobs created since I took office have been in the private sector. Think of that. 100% of all jobs have been in the private sector.
And he's telling the truth about that. He's telling the truth about that. And see, this is the thing. That's why I'm glad I'm doing this video. I'm glad I'm doing this video because it's exposing these poor mindset people in the chat. They have a poorer mindset and they spew their hate for the president. They spew their hate for America. They spew their hate to see you win. These people want to see you docile, destroyed, overweight, bloated, looking disgusting. Let's continue.
Rather than government, which is the only way to make a country powerful and great. This historic trend will continue. Already, I've secured a record-breaking $18 trillion of investment into the United States, which means jobs, wage increases, growth, factory openings, and far greater national security. Much of this success has been accomplished by tariffs. My favorite word, tariffs, which for many decades have been used successfully by other countries against us.
And he's telling the truth. They've been doing it at us for a long time. And now when he does it, everybody wants to complain about the situation. This is crazy. Let's continue.
Not anymore. Companies know that if they build in America, there are no tariffs. And that's why they're coming home to the USA in record numbers. They're building factories and plants at levels we haven't seen, AI, automobiles. We're doing what nobody thought was even possible, not even remotely possible. There has never, frankly, been anything like it. 1 year ago, our country was dead. We were absolutely dead. Our country was ready to fail, totally failed. Now, we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. And that's said by every single leader that I've spoken to over the last 5 months.
And you have more of them coming over to the White House than they did when Biden was in office. They're coming, listen, there's a lot of leaders coming over to the White House than when Biden was in office. Why is that? Because they're doing business over here. They need to make sure that they do right by us to get the things that they need to get. Otherwise, they're going to be taxed. If they want to stay in these other countries, they're going to be taxed. So a businessman and a businesswoman don't want to lose money, don't want to lose opportunities. So they're coming right back. They know they don't have to pay tariffs. They may not have to pay that much taxes. And now they give American people an opportunity to make money. I don't see no issue with that. Let's continue.
Next year, you will also see the results of the largest tax cuts in American history that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress. We wrapped 12 different bills up into one beautiful bill. That includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. Under these cuts, many families will be saving between $11,000 and $20,000 a year, and next spring is projected to be the largest tax refund season of all time.
I will say this. A lot of you are going to see a lot more money in your pocket, especially if you're a family man and you with your lady, or if the lady don't have a man, she got her kids. You're going to see more money in your pocket. If you're a single man or single woman, you're going to see a little bit more money in your pocket next year, in the years to come. You're going to start seeing a lot of surpluses. However, I want you to know we got to get beyond wherever we're going to get taxes. You want to start making money now. So by the time you get your taxes, that's just an investment to take care of what you need to take care of and prioritize your situation. These people are mad and just telling on themselves. Listen, to the people that's winning, you got a lot of people that have a poor mindset in America. We have to call it out. You have a lot of people in America that have a poor mindset, and we're not going to give them any time of day. Put a 5 in the chat if you want to win. Put a 5 in the chat if you want to win and you want to get out of your situation and you mean it. Not put a 5 just to put a 5. Put a 5 and mean it, though. Because we're not dealing with these poor mindset folks no more. We're snapping them out. Listen, we have to do better. We have to show better. Even if we're dealing with certain situations, as a man, as a woman, When I come on here, it's about winning. I want to see us greatly win. And I'm talking about y'all and I'm talking about me too. I don't got time to be dealing with these entertaining these poor comments and these poor excuse for people. They just bringing me money without even realizing it. Listen, I don't expect them to hit the super chat. I don't expect them to like the video. By them viewing, they bringing me some money. They don't realize it. But they could talk in the chat all they want. They bringing me some type of money. And then I have my real supporters that support behind the scenes, that hit the Cash App, that hit the Venmo, and at times hit the super chat. So all these Ibarasi, poorer, so-called conservative people with the poor mindset, listen, we're not entertaining them. They're looking for attention. Let's continue to hear the winning.
Because of tariffs, along with the just passed One Big Beautiful Bill, tonight I am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call Warrior Dividend before Christmas, a Warrior Dividend. In honor of our nation's founding in 1776, we are sending every soldier $1,776. Think of that. And the checks are already on the way.
I don't have an issue with that. Now, I did say that 2,000, we should get more than that. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm on record of saying that. However, they're going to get that plus other stuff we don't know about. He's just talking about the 1,776, meaning 1776. However, they're going to get more than that. Let's continue.
Nobody understood that one until about 30 minutes ago. We made a lot more money than anybody thought because of tariffs, and the bill helped us along. Nobody deserves it more than our military, and I say congratulations to everybody. And by the way, we now have record enlistment in our military, and last year we had among the worst recruitment numbers in our military's history. What a difference a year makes. In addition, I'm doing what no politician of either party has ever done, standing up to the special interests to dramatically reduce the price of prescription drugs. I negotiated directly with the drug companies and foreign nations, which were taking advantage of our country for many decades, to slash prices on drugs and pharmaceuticals by as much as 400, 500, and even 600%. In other words, your drug costs will be plummeting downward. And I used the threat of tariffs to get foreign countries who would never have done it to pay the cost of this giant dollar reduction.
And that is true. And that is true. Look, I'm me. And so shout out to Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels is the real deal too. You got this entity coming in here. Is this the such and such with Glasses channel? Probably just similar regional assets. Oh my gosh. I tell you, you got, listen, y'all. You got a lot of people have a poorer mindset. You have a lot of people coming here with the poorer mindset, poorer mentality. They believe that Trump, the administration, America is not on point. Yet these same people live in America, yet won't leave and go to another country. Why is that? Because they know they can't do their Ibarasi policies in these other countries. Yet they want to do it to you. Let's continue.
They stopped ripping us off, and it began as of 4 days ago. There has never been anything like this in the history of our country. Drugs have only gone up, but now they'll be going down by numbers never conceived possible. It's called Most Favored Nation. and no president has ever had the courage or ability to get this done until now. The first of these unprecedented price reductions will be available starting in January through a new website, TrumpRx.gov. And these big price cuts will greatly reduce the cost of health care. I'm also taking on the gigantic health insurance companies that have gotten rich on billions of dollars of money that should go directly to the people. The money should go to the people. That's you. So they can buy their own health insurance, which will give far better benefits at much lower costs. It will be far better health insurance. The current Unaffordable Care Act was created to make insurance companies rich. It was bad health care at much too high a cost. And you see that now in the steep increase in premiums being demanded.
What he's lying about that about? What he's lying about that about? We got Big Bro Federal Studio in the building. Moderators, if these people are disrespecting me, block them. Block them. Just block them. We don't got time for these poorer excuse people. They make excuses. They're exposing themselves. These people were sent here to try to sabotage what Trump is saying. They have an issue of winning. They love losing. Now somebody say, how can a poor person move to another country? Do you know that people are poorer than you in America? You haven't seen poor. The poor y'all talking about is minute compared to other places. And that's why when they come here, they tell you what to do. Tony, I'm aware of that. I talk to Canadian people. And it's true. A lot of Canadians is not coming to Florida. Now, I talk to actual Floridians, not people from New York, not people from California and Chicago that moved down here. I talk to actual Floridians because you got a mixed multitude here in Orlando. I found a few legitimate Floridians, and I talked to somebody from Canada. It's true. She told me that, because she's dealing with somebody here in Florida, she told me that there are a lot of people ain't coming to Florida. However, we got the UK still coming. We got people from Brazil coming. We got people from Colombia coming. We got people from Mexico coming. We got people from Africa coming. People with money is coming still to Florida. And look, yes, Canadians have a lot of stock in Orlando. You're not lying about that. See, we could have an agreement and disagreement. The thing, though, is Canadians made a lot of money off them opiates, off them drugs. You cannot sit here as a Canadian and say that's not true, that they was not selling us that stuff that was hurting the average American people in New York, out there in LA. That's how most of Canada was making their money. And now it got exposed. When y'all going to call out your country of doing wrong? Y'all want to talk about America doing wrong. When are you going to call out your own country? When they do wrong. And it was making money, giving people that, especially in Detroit. Canadians make a lot of money off of drugs. I've been to Canada. And some of them, the women, some of the dudes, they on that type of time. You're going to ignore that there's Canadians ain't got drug laws in Canada. There's not a lot of Canadians and drug laws in Canada. I've been to Canada. And they thought I was one of those black guys. Oh, You want some pot? You want this? You want that? That's what they be doing over there. Anyway, let's get back to the topic.
By the Democrats, and they are demanding those increases, and it's their fault. It is not the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault. It's the Unaffordable Care Act, and everybody knew it. Again, I want the money to go directly to the people so you can buy your own health care. You'll get much better health care at a much lower price. The only losers will be insurance companies that have gotten rich, and the Democrat Party, which is totally controlled by those same insurance companies. They will not be happy, but that's okay with me because you, the people, are finally going to be getting great health care at a lower cost. Another major focus is the cost of energy. For years, the radical left Democrats exploited the green energy scam as an excuse to funnel many billions of dollars into their own massive slush funds as their energy restrictions drastically drove up prices, and they drove them up at record levels. Electricity costs surged 30 to 100% under Biden, and the typical family lost $5,000 to $10,000 in higher energy costs. Think of that.
Yeah, because they kept the money. They kept the money in their pocket, and they make you pay for the money that they spent. Instead of giving it back to the people, they kept it amongst themselves. And you don't have these people don't want to call out their policy. You know? Let's continue.
$5,000 to $10,000 you lost. On day one, I declared a national energy emergency. Gasoline is now under $2.50 a gallon in much of the country. In some states, it, by the way, just hit $1.99 a gallon. And within the next 12 months,
some states hit $1.99 a gallon. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, I expect to see that in Florida. You know, it's already at 232. It's already at 232, something like that, in most places. So you say we should cut off the electricity we send you. Oh my gosh. I tell you, a lot of Canadians, listen, I got a lot of people and Canadians that support me. It's just that y'all don't want to call out your own, y'all don't want to call out your own stuff. Y'all don't want to call out your own stuff. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Now somebody want to say all watered down gas. Like I told y'all, these people are trolling y'all. These people are literally trolling. Listen. This goes to show you that a lot of people don't want to win. They don't want to see America win. They don't want to see America win. They want to use us. They want to use us and see us down. Most of these people in other countries want to see us down and out because that's how they profit off of you miserably. And now that the average American is seeing through the BS. Listen, I got no issue with Canadians. It's just that it's somebody like you. You have an issue with what I'm saying because you don't want to see America great. You want to see everybody use American people. You want to see that. You don't want to see us win. Because, see, your winning is to see people poor. You want to see people poor. Listen, I'm convinced. I get it. I get it. Let's go.
We will have opened 1,600 new electrical generating plants, a record, and it's a record that won't be beaten by practically, I would say, by anybody, or certainly not very soon. Prices on electricity and everything else will fall dramatically. the Democrat inflation disaster, again, the worst in the history of our country, also robbed millions of Americans of home ownership and indeed the American dream. The yearly cost of a typical new mortgage increased by $15,000 under Democrat rule. In 11 months, we've already gotten that annual cost down by $3,000, and it's coming down a lot lower. Wait till you see. The numbers are going to be shocking. And I'll soon announce our next chairman of the Federal Reserve, someone who believes in lower interest rates by a lot, and mortgage payments will be coming down even further. Early the new year, and you will see this, in the new year, I will announce some of the most aggressive housing reform plans in American history. A major factor.
And that means people will get an opportunity to get a home, and property tax will be a thing of the past. And it's already happening in Florida. The people are going to not pay property tax by the end of next year, and there will be no more HOA in Florida. The days of HOA in Florida is coming to an end. I'm going to tell you right now, we have the best governor. The best governor in America is in Florida. Shout out to the governors in the other southern Bible red states. DeSantis is the best governor of all time. The best mayor of all time is Rudolph Giuliani in New York City. Those two, and this is the best president we had of all time. So y'all can say what you want. I got into have the best mayor of New York City when I lived in New York City, Rudolph Giuliani. DeSantis, best governor of all time, and Mr. Trump, best president of all time. We're going to vote them out. We're voting out the HOA. Listen, the Floridians are not playing. Listen, the Floridians that is here are going to vote it out. Y'all don't understand, the true Floridians is here. See, I moved to Florida. I have respect for the real Floridians down here. It's a breath of fresh air. And no disrespect to my New Yorkers and Chicagoans and, you folks from other states. The truth of the matter is I have a perspective. When I could talk to an actual Floridian, it's great to talk to an actual Floridian. You know what I'm saying? That is from here, born here. And they are going to make sure that happen. They want these Ibarasi HOAs out of here. You understand? Let's continue. And why you think while Trump loves America, where does Trump resign at? Let's see if y'all know. Trump loves America. Where does Trump reside and live at? Let's see if y'all know in the chat. You have somebody saying the Floridians are hurting, small businesses are hurting, no Canadians, snowbirds like before. That's out there in Tampa. You're talking about Tampa. You're talking about Saratoga. Orlando's not hurting. I don't know. Listen. Orlando's not hurting. And listen, I got no issues with Canadians. Canadians play a big role down here. The truth of the matter is, there's people from other countries that comes to Orlando. Nobody really going to Tampa, Saratoga. People somewhat going to Miami. Listen, what you trying to tell me what to do? I talk to them. Guys, you see this person trying to make me look like an idiot? Did I not say that I agree that the Canadians play a big role in Orlando? Put a 5 in the chat if I didn't say that. Because this person have a selective hearing. Here he comes. You need to talk to them. I just said that the Canadians play a big role in Orlando. I agree with you. So what's the problem? I said, why you don't call out your state that did us wrong during the Biden administration? You're not going to talk about that. You want to talk about the Canadians not coming to Florida. I said I agree. Everybody heard me say I agree. So what you're doing is you babbling at this point. I tell you, you can't make this up. Listen. These people from other places, these are the people from other places. Listen, American people, let me explain something to you because I'm well-traveled. So you're not talking to no small fry because he think I only been to America. I've been to Canada. I've been to Ontario, Canada. Sir, ma'am, whoever you want to be. I've been to Ontario. I've been to the hood part of Ontario, and I've been to the well-off Ontario. I passed, and they didn't give me a hard time, and my sister a hard time. The point is that we went up there to go chill, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Because, she needed me to basically go up there to make sure she good. I'm her brother. You know what I'm saying? So when we went up there, everything was good. But it's like we went to the hood part and the well-off part. Y'all got some attitudes out there in Canada. Y'all got attitudes out there. Because, see, y'all used to see, they want Americans to be poor. We don't want the countries to be poor. But I'm going to tell y'all something. And take this very serious. A lot of people in other countries, whether they well off or not, they don't like when we have good things going on. Even though they got good stuff going on, because not everybody's poor in these other countries, but you start making serious money, oh, they got an issue with you. You come to their country and you doing good, you think that they will respect you. They should respect you because you bringing money to their country. You bringing money to their country and they never satisfied. Yo, if y'all knew what I knew about some of these, yo, man, Canada's taking it out on us. You got a lot of Canadians taking out on us like we did something to them. This person saying, I don't know what I'm talking about. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Everybody, I'm glad this is one of my birthday, one of my great birthday I could ever have. Is that I got these entities and deities from all over the world watching. And they upset because I want to see America win. And this is the crazy part. They want to act like they doing something here. Let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. Let's go.
Factor in driving up housing costs was the colossal border invasion. We have never been invaded. This is the worst thing that, frankly, in my opinion, the worst thing that the Biden administration did to our country is the invasion at the border. The last administration and their allies in Congress brought in millions and millions of migrants and gave them taxpayer-funded housing while your rent and housing costs skyrocketed. Over 60% of growth in the rental market came from foreign migrants. At the same time, illegal aliens stole American jobs and flooded emergency rooms, getting free health care and education paid for by you, the American taxpayer. They also increased the cost of law enforcement by numbers so high that they are not even to be mentioned. For the first time in 50 years, we are now seeing reverse migration as migrants go back home, leaving more housing and more jobs for Americans. In the year before my election,
And Trump is doing a lot of things that a lot of people. Trump is doing a lot of things a lot of people don't like because he's making people in this country be great. Now you got somebody talking about, I have millions, my friend. Ha 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 ha. You got millions? Congratulations if you got millions. Congratulations if you got millions. I'm not hating. You know what's the crazy part about this, y'all? When somebody got to tell you what they got, do they really got it? You know how we do over here. If you got it, why you ain't supporting the work? Oh, because you don't agree with me, right? You don't agree with me, and because you don't agree with me, you don't want to support the chat. If you're going to support the chat, support the chat. You got the money. I'm not knocking you. I'm not saying you lying. Support the work. If you care. You know why I know this? I used to support people I didn't agree with. You know why? You know why? Because I said, you know what? Here's a little something. You know, I may not agree with you. Yeah, I'm going to support. You know why I know this, y'all? This right here is one of the greatest live streams I've done in a long time. Also, now he's being disrespectful. He's being disrespectful, y'all. You know what I got to do. Now he's being disrespectful to the country. This is what I'm saying. This person hates us. He hates me. He hates me. We're gonna let the hate continue because I want the people to see. I don't want to block this person because I want the people to see. No, I don't want them blocked. I don't want them blocked. Don't remove no comments. Don't remove no comments, moderators. I want the people to see. So when they come back and watch the chat, he's gonna talk about he don't hate me. Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, let's continue. Let's go.
all net creation of jobs was going to foreign migrants. Since I took office, 100% of all net job creation has gone to American-born citizens. 100%.
And that's the way it's supposed to be. Talk. That's right. Let's get to it.
In the end, government either serves the productive, patriotic, hardworking American citizen, or it serves those who break the laws, cheat the system, and seek power and profit at the expense of our nation. Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over the economics of the state and have stolen billions and billions of dollars from Minnesota and indeed from the United States of America. And we're going to.
They did. They took the money and they talking threats to our president. We don't take that lightly. You threatening the president and you live in America and you disrespected and you stole billions of dollars from the American people? And your country ain't doing a goddamn thing in Somalia. And they got the nerve to come here in asylum because of what's going on over there, and they being disrespectful to our country? Let's go.
Put an end to it. For so long as before my election, The vast majority of good and decent Americans were forced to watch as corrupt politicians plundered the halls of power, exploited our taxpayers, and pillaged every system that makes civilized society function. But not anymore, and you see that every day, not anymore. We're putting America first, and we are making America great again. Very simple. We are making America great again. Tonight, after 11 months, our border is secure. Inflation has stopped. Wages are up. Prices are down. Our nation is strong. America is respected, and our country is back, stronger than ever before. We're poised for an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen. Soon we will host the World Cup and the Olympics, both of which I got. But most importantly, we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence.
That's what I'm talking about. Let me get a round of applause with that. Let me give a round of applause for that. We're bringing everything over here. Let's go. That's winning talk right there.
There could be no more fitting tribute to this epic milestone than to complete the comeback of America that began just 1 year ago.
Oh my goodness. So we got somebody who is threatening me. We got somebody who's threatening me. Let me see who this person is. Check this person out. We got a troll in here. Keep tabs on this troll. Why would you risk that to happen? Why would you wish that to happen to my channel? Why would you wish that to happen to my channel? I'm telling you, man, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Let's continue.
When the world looks at us next year, let them see a nation that is loyal to its citizens, faithful to its workers, confident to its identity, certain to its destiny, and the envy of the entire globe. We are respected again like we have never been respected before. To each and every one of you, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless you all.
Same thing, Mr. President, same thing. And may the Most High make sure that everything goes through according to his will in Christ. Amen to that. Amen to that. So I want to say to everybody, thank you all for coming through Forever Studios. We got Corey in the building. Hey, I'm going to do a tribute video to those who supported the Cash App for my B-Day. For those who came through in the comment section, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It was a great late night stream for my B-Day. And so I'm glad to do this on my B-Day to have the president speak for the nation and for the world. So cheers to everybody. Enjoy your holiday, your New Year's, your indoors, even the people that can't stand me. I don't have no ill will towards you. Just make sure you're right with God in Christ. Make sure you're right with God in Christ, because at the end of the day, that's who you want to make sure you're right with. It's not about me. Even in the Bible, it says, trust no man, lest he be a liar. I'm just paraphrasing. So all I'm saying, put your trust in God in Christ. I'm not whining because of my birthday. What am I whining about? What are you talking about? I'm whining. I'm whining. Do I look like I'm whining? What? Take the what? Leave the what? As Hassan Campbell would say. Whining. Oh, you're going to be upset later on today, more likely, if you come back in the chat, troll. I'm going to get you something to be upset about. Rob Weiner was disrespectful to Trump. Rob Weiner was disrespectful to Trump. Just like how you don't like me. You don't like me. You coming in here talking about you got this and that going on. You don't want to support me because I support Trump. And this is the listen, y'all. This is the reason why. This is the reason why we're going to make America great again. And people from other countries is going to have to respect the fact it's time for us to win. Your leaders have been taking advantage of the American people, and we're not going to tolerate that no more. Yes, he did, because he lied on Trump and said that Trump is down with the Russian Vladimir Putin is controlling him. He said that Vladimir Putin was controlling him. He was disrespecting him. Look at this person. Look at this person. Listen, y'all. Listen. This is why I know this channel is going to get better. This channel is getting better because when I talk about this, they all come out the clouds now. Because I'm very, very, very good with my political stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm very great with my political stuff. And this is one of the reasons why. Remember the other person, the preacher, we exposed them. Me and Brainwaves exposed them. Me and Brainwaves exposed this preacher. This guy right here, that's in Canada. Oh, man, this is looking bad. It's looking bad for y'all. Listen to the people that's winning. We're gonna they subscribe to my channel. Listen, these people are subscribed to my channel. They subscribe. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, look at this person. Look at this. Look at him. Or it could be a woman that want to play a man's name. Listen, when you winning in life, y'all, or you become successful, these people have to come out the clouds. Because if I was saying foolish stuff, they won't be here. Listen, why are you worrying about how many people's in the chat? Why are you listen? Look. You worried about how many people is in the chat? You still in the chat blabbing your gums. If you so successful, why are you in my chat? Listen, I call your bluff. You're not no millionaire. Because you don't talk like a millionaire. Listen, y'all, I know when I see millionaires come in my chat. This person right here is not a millionaire. Do this person that come in the chat talk like a millionaire? Millionaires don't talk like that. Listen, I'm going to have to do a video based on this fool talking about he's a millionaire. Listen, millionaires don't talk like this, y'all. This person is whatever age, and it's not a millionaire. I know millionaires that come in my chat. I know people that come in my chat that's 6 figures and above. I won't even tell you who they are. You're not a millionaire because you don't talk like one. You don't talk like one. Listen, you're not a millionaire, dude or woman. You're not a millionaire. Listen, I know millionaires. There's millionaires that support my platform. There's high earners that support my platform and they don't even talk like you. You're not a millionaire. You are hallucinating. Listen, let me teach y'all something. A millionaire don't worry about what another president say. Uh-oh. Listen, tell me if I'm lying. All my successful people that's watching. A millionaire is not going to worry about what a president think, worry about what another man or another woman think about them. True millionaires don't worry about what the president is doing. Because if your money is talking, your behind will be in Florida. Shut your mouth up. Shut your mouth up. If you got money like that, you be in Florida right now. You ain't got no money to go to Florida. I tell you this right now, and I tell it to your face. The women in Canada is doing better than you dudes in Canada. Shut your mouth up. Shut your mouth up, fool. Don't let me have Canadian women I know that's real successful don't like you Canadian dudes. Shut your mouth up. Stop playing with me. You know who you talking to, boy? Don't let me bring the real Canadian women to expose you fake Canadian dudes out here, man. Stop playing with me, man. You a liar. You ain't no millionaire. Millionaires don't talk loud in my chat, boy. You ain't successful, man. The women in Canada got more cojones than y'all. Listen, you want to go there? You want to go there? The women have more say in Canada than you dudes in Canada do. Don't play with me, man. I've been to Ontario. I know what the hell going on. Them hood Ontario women and them rich women, they be on a itch. You dudes in Canada are cuckolds, man. Shut your mouth up, man. I'm going to talk on my B-Day. You dudes in Canada is cuckolds, man. Them women running your money and running everything. Got you looking bad out there, man. Stop playing with me. Because millionaires don't come in my chat like that. Millionaires don't come and talk like you talk. You ain't no millionaire. You a liar. The truth is not in you. I'm telling y'all, man. Woo! Woo! Yo, what they don't like when they see a lot of these Canadians. Though, listen, a lot of American men. Yo, this is facts. A lot of American men got so many. Yo, you got Canadian women don't want to deal with these Canadian dudes, man. Y'all better stop playing with me. I'm well traveled. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I have that top Canadian woman come on my platform and expose you Canadian dudes. You are the biggest crybabies. You talking tough in my chat. You crying to your woman behind the scenes, boy. You ain't tough like that, man. I can't stand fake people, man. You a fake it till you make it type of clown. Oh, I'm a millionaire. I never claimed to be on the ish. I never claimed to be on the ish. But let me tell you something. Boy. Even on my lowest point, I'll do better than you. Everybody in the chat will tell you that. Even on my lowest point, I'm better than you. Even on my lowest point, I'm better than you. You don't know who you talking to. All the guys in here, even my lady know. This ain't no secret. Even my lady know. Did her own homework, her own research. You don't know who you talking to. I'm that dude, dog. I'm that dude. Don't play with me, man. I'm that dude for real, man. You keep your trolling and your lies to yourself. I'm that dude for real, for real. I shut stuff down back in the days. I'm that dude. I went to Canadian. I had mad Canadian women wanting me. Shut your mouth up. You can't even get 5 Canadian women to be in your house right now. Think you talking to? Shut your mouth up. You little puny. I rocks with the president. You got a problem with that? Go suffer in silence. I rocks with the president because the president is a man's man. I'm that dude for real. Think I'm playing around, man. I'm tired of you suckers out here, man. Y'all not about that life, man. Y'all better shut your mouths up. Y'all don't know who I've been around. This ain't no laughing matter, man. You won't say that for my face. I'm not that guy. You won't say that to my face? That's why, listen, I'm not going to prove nothing to you folks, man. See you now, you being disrespectful. I don't mess with kids. I don't mess with kids. You got to go. I don't mess with kids. I'm going to remove that comment. I don't mess with kids. Hypocrite. You telling on yourself. You telling on yourself. You messing with kids. Listen, everybody. He's messing with kids. Let me screenshot that. He's messing with kids. And I got my Mel Stalker in here right now. I got my Mel Stalker in here coming in with a troll account. Telling y'all, man. Yeah, Forever Studio, they think this is a joke, man. They think it's a joke, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Like, all these lies they putting on the president, they projected. They projected. Yo, these people are projecting, y'all. No cap. They projected. Hold on one second. Lying on people, slandering. Don't bring my moms in this. 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 You got a problem with me, you talk about me. Don't bring my moms in this, fool. Demon, don't bring my moms in this. You got a problem with me, you deal with me. You come at me, fool. Don't bring my moms in this. I don't play that funny stuff. Like, for real. Like, all jokes aside, you got a problem with me, you got a problem with me. Stick to me. Don't bring my moms in this, man. Real talk. Because I ain't disrespect your moms. Freaking stupid moron. Stop playing. Deal with me directly. My mom's is not ashamed of me. You crazy or what? My mom's ain't ashamed of me. Demon. The hell you talking to? Very powerful. Who the hell you think you're talking to? Even the people that disagree with me will say that's disrespect. Even the people calling you out, that's going against me, is calling you out. Pack that person out of here, man. Real talk. Disrespect the moms. You don't like somebody disrespect your mom's, fool. Yeah, well, somebody come see you and disrespect your mom, you're going to cry like a little girl. Man, get this person out of here. Get this dummy out of here, man. Moderators, let me get this person out of here. Get that person out of here. Yeah, Chris, but nah, man, I gotta call the person out because I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect my moms like that. That's all it is. Now, but you're telling me not to react like that, yet this is why I don't like, man, I don't like you softies out here, man. You ain't gonna let nobody disrespect your moms like that, man. I don't care even if you don't get along with your moms or you do or you don't. Stick to the subject, man. It's not a game, man. We sticking to the subject, but a lot of you are so pacified telling me I should not get upset. Come on, man. Let's get back to the winning, man. That's one thing I don't do. I don't do that funny stuff, man, because God don't play that. No, I ain't give him no power. That's what you think. Anyway, let's get back to the subject, y'all. Let's get back to the subject. Because you take me crashing out. I'm not crashing out. I'm not crashing out. All right, let's get to something else. I want to listen to what ABC have to say. Let's listen to what these Ibarasi have to say. Let's get to what these Ibarasi have to say. Let's get to that, y'all. Hold on one second. Let's get to it. Let's go.
And he did talk tonight about returning the money to the people when it comes to health insurance. But I'll get to Mary Bruce, our chief White House correspondent, for more on this. If there's any kind of proposal that's been issued by the White House to explain what this means, because in the meantime, for millions, premiums are going up. He also talked about prices in this country. You know, any president and presidents before him have dealt with affordability. President Biden did. Prices were high under the Biden administration and some of the previous administrations as well. And you can make the case that prices are going down, but people look at the prices at the grocery store on certain items and they know what they're paying for them. So it becomes a bit of a challenge for really any administration when it comes to affordability.
It certainly does, David. And the president just there said that prices are coming down and fast. But the latest government data actually shows that consumer prices are up 3% compared to a year ago. And that trend isn't going in the right direction. That same data showing that prices have been ticking up for the past 5 months. Now, the president is right. Gas prices are down, but Americans are paying more for groceries. They are feeling.
Groceries are up. For the most part, that's true. Groceries are up. However, groceries are going down as time goes on. Y'all got to understand something. You cannot satisfy these people. This is why I learned in my 47 years young. And we can all agree. These people are never satisfied. You could lower the price. You could lower the gas. You could lower the food. You could lower the cost of living. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real because I'm going to be honest. You could lower everything and people still going to complain. This is why I know what 2026 is going to show me and show you people that's on point. When everything goes down, watch these people still complain. Insurance is going to go down. Opportunities is going to happen, and I guarantee you these people going to still cry forever, studio. Mrs. Edwards, Keystone, those who's watching. no matter what happens, prices could be, let's just say everything was $1. A car was $1. Food was $1. You pay $1 in property taxes. These people will still complain. This is why I say you cannot satisfy these entities and these deities, because no matter what you do, they're going to complain. And complaining is of the devil. Complaining is of the devil, y'all. You got this person talking about nothing will go down against the companies or addicted to money. It's not about the money. And that's the issue. Y'all thinking about the money. You're not thinking about, listen respectfully, it's not about the money. That's where they got you at. That's where the Ibarasi's got you at. You focusing on the money. You're not thinking about the long term. That's the issue with many of you. You're not thinking about the long term. You're thinking about the short term gratification. And this is why the people that's on top, they think about the long term. The people that want to continue to stay at the bottom, they want a quick fix and they never satisfy. You know how people smoke certain substance and it be so good, they keep on smoking it, or they drink certain alcohols, they keep drinking, and they never satisfy. You could give these people, I've been saying this for a long time since I've been on YouTube. You could give these people everything and watch them destroy it. You could give these people everything and watch them destroy it. That's why I say it's not for everybody. And like Forever Studio said, a lot of people going to the lake of fire. That's facts. He's right. You can never satisfy these people. That's why I only deal with people that's on point. I don't want to deal with excuse people. I don't make excuses. Anytime that I complain, I go to my prayer closet and repent, because complaining is of the devil. Let's continue.
That when they go to the grocery store. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the prices of groceries is up from a year ago, including on products impacted by Trump tariffs. Coffee up 41%, sirloin steak up 20%, frozen orange juice up 12%. Utilities also up, the cost of housing. The typical household, David, is...
She don't have to deal with that. And this is what I'm saying. This reporter is not struggling. This reporter is not. They want to push this fear and make you feel like they taking advantage of you. No, they're not taking advantage of you, y'all. We don't appreciate the things we have. Let's stop the BS. Most of the people in my chat, I'm not saying everybody. Most of the people in my chat, they don't appreciate the things they have right in front of them. You have a home, you have shelter, you have food, you have enough just to do what you need to do until you get to the next step. You have to learn how to become successful. We all got to deal with bills. I got bills I have to take care of. You don't see me complaining about it. And if I do, I'll do something about it. I'm not waiting on no president. I'm not waiting on no mayor. I'm not waiting on no governor to give me a check. I'm going to do what I need to do to take care of my responsibilities and make moves strategically to have savings to do what I love to do. And that's why many women don't respect men. Listen, that's why women don't respect a lot of men. Look how most of the men talking in the comment section, making excuses. And you wonder why no woman take you serious. Let's go.
Now spending $208 extra per month compared to the same time last year because of inflation. That's according to Moody's Analytics. And look, the president is trying to paint a rosy picture here.
I live in Florida too. I don't look at everything as high. I look at it as you got more people with more money coming here. The people in Florida, and I love my Floridians. I love my Floridians. Shout out to my real Floridians. And I'm going to tell you this to my Floridians, and I want you to take this not disrespectful. Y'all don't realize how much power you have that is living in Florida. I'm being respectful because I'm going to say something, and I'm respectful to America. Florida has the best view, the best water, the best I ever seen. And I've traveled to many states. Florida has everything you need. It's just that the Floridians, most of them, just wanted to live a normal life. They didn't want to think big. You can't get upset with somebody that have a lot of money that's putting policies into your state when you had the chance to do it yourself. We have to look at our reality and stop blaming others who are successful. You could become successful too. And that's the issue with many people. They're not thinking big. Like a lot of you Floridians, a lot of other states are jealous of you. Listen, I have love for, listen, Stephen, I have love for Floridians. Why would you want to treat me like that? Why would you want to treat me like that? And I have love for the Floridians. Anybody that will tell you, everybody that's in my comment section that comes from the South or different other states, they always see I put Florida on the map. And I know things are high here in Florida. At the same time, I speak to a lot of real Floridians, and I said, I asked them this question. Prior to people moving down here, you had the chance to become rich and successful. Anton Daniels said something important because he out there in San Diego, and everybody just love to relax and chill. Listen, when people come down here and they're about making more money, you can't get mad at them. I'm not saying that, Stephen. I'm not saying that. I'm on record of saying that there's things that I don't agree with down here. At the same time, just because I don't agree with it, I can't knock those who's making money and doing well than the people that's here. I can't knock that. Anyway, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue.
Pitching the fact that his policies are working, but he also knows that Americans simply are not feeling that. And that is the huge challenge for this administration and Republicans heading into the midterms, David.
Making the case, of course, stay the course. He believes his policies are working, and you heard him talk about the year ahead, talking about what's coming to America when it comes to the Olympics and other events that he says he helped bring to America, and said an economic boom is on the way. Part of his message heading into the holiday here and the new year. Our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, on the president tonight. Mary, thanks so much. And he did talk tonight about returning the money to the people when it comes to health insurance. But I'll get to Mary Bruce, our chief White House correspondent, for more on this. If there's any kind of proposal that's been issued by the White House to.
All right, so that's pretty much about it, y'all. I've been on for about almost 2 hours. I appreciate those who's viewing. Make sure you like the video on your way out. We got more content to come. I appreciate those who subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming by. And looking forward to seeing what you got to say in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my tribute to those who supported me for my B-Day. Be on the lookout for that upload. And I will be back on later on today. You're tuning into Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo. Brown royalty to the people with the business. Let's make America great again, and countries become successful. If you move correctly, things will come to you the way it's supposed to. I'll holler at y'all real soon. Thank y'all for coming by. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Let's continue to win. And to my Floridians, shout out to y'all that's getting to it, that's figuring it out. And this is a great place. And there's a lot of states that's great. Y'all just don't realize how much you have right in front of you. The beautiful views, the beaches, the palm trees, and all. Oh my goodness. Let's make all America great again. In the world. That's all.